Cosmic Fam? It's your girl Cosmic Jazz 52, and today I am back with another reading, and this is regarding the ocean and what's been happening specifically with the floods we've been seeing around the world, especially in the United States, the earthquakes. I'm even hearing about like attacks, like marine animals attacking humans or coming very close to the shore. I've been hearing a lot of stuff, and there's been a lot of discussions about the quote water spirits. So I want to look into what's exactly is happening with all of that, and we're going to see what we need to know, what we need to look out for, and all that good stuff. So if you're just new and you're coming across my channel for the first time, hi, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back, Cosmic Fam. It's so good for y'all to be here. So just a disclaimer, this is just a reading, and this is all based on my own downloads about what I'm seeing through the cards and what I'm channeling. So that means take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You don't necessarily have to believe every single thing I have to say, but please be respectful in the comment section. That's all I ask. Anyways, let's get into it, guys. So I've been wanting to do a reading on, the ocean. I think I've done it quite a few times in the past, but I can't really recall. But I remember when it comes to my astrology videos or with my world predictions, lately for the past couple years, I kept seeing a focus on the ocean, and even astrologically, we do have certain transits that are focusing on the ocean and basically all bodies of water. Let's put it that way. Now, I do want to talk about a dream I had recently that really pushed me to do this reading finally. First and foremost, I've always had, especially the past couple years, I've been having constant dreams about the ocean. Seeing floods, seeing tsunamis, or seeing myself swimming in a body of water. But I would say on July 27th or 26th, one of those days, it was fairly recent, I had a dream that I was seeing a storm developing on top of an ocean that was sitting near a city. And long story short, there was a very destructive earthquake happening around that area in the dream. And I remember seeing a tsunami. And I had another dream the following day about people entering the ocean and coming out with spikes all over them, and they were in agonizing pain. So there is this overwhelming energy of anger I've been feeling, especially with a dream. And I remember hearing this exact sentence: the ancestors and the water spirits are very angry. So I heard that specific sentence, and I also heard this is a divine cleanse. Over energies, the King of Cups. Don't worry, guys, I'm gonna get into the cards, and then we got the Five of Swords. I'll get into it. But yeah, I heard those sentences, which I found very interesting. And other people I know close to me who are very connected to water or the water element, they've also been receiving similar downloads or dreams about what exactly is happening in the ocean. There is this anger I keep feeling. So we're going to get into it. Let's get an oracle card first. Okay, let me get this one. Broken Heart with Angel of Balance. So the overall energy is the King of Cups, which I find quite interesting. I mean, this is a water sign or a water individual. So we have the Knight of Cups, the Magician, the Judgment reverse, Page of Wands, Four of Pentacles, the Chariot, Five of Pentacles, and the Hermit reverse, along with the Four of Cups reverse and the Broken Heart oracle card. So I want to first talk about the transits real quick. In the past few years, Saturn and Neptune were in the sign of Pisces. Pisces is a water sign, and it does rule over overseas, anything dealing with overseas, anything dealing with the deep abyss, the deep ocean. And it's a very spiritual sign. So when those two planets were transiting Pisces, we were noticing as a collective, we were focusing a lot on the ocean or on bodies of water. And there were a lot of activities happening in the ocean, or I would say even tragedies happening in the ocean. Now, both of those planets, Saturn and Neptune, have entered Aries as of this year. Aries is a fire sign, very volatile, very violent, especially in the shadow aspects. And Neptune does rule over Pisces. So when you tie both of those things together, there is this anger that we're seeing with the water, hence why we're seeing floods, we're seeing volcanic activity, earthquakes all of a sudden that do lead to tsunamis. Now, as of this year, we also had the node shifting. The North Node is currently in Pisces. Again, collectively, the North Node is where we're being led. A lot of people are feeling very spiritual or wanting to connect with their spirituality. A lot of people feel at home near the water or near the ocean. And we also see this with Jupiter in Cancer that happened this year as well. Cancer is a water sign. And at this time, we are starting to notice people are being more open with their connection to the water element. People are claiming, that they come from the water or from the marine kingdom. Like, we're seeing all those things. And that is something they resonate with. People resonate with the water, with the ocean in general. A lot of people are feeling connected to the water, even with the King of Cups here. A lot of people are worried about what's happening with the water supply or with what's happening in the ocean with marine life. The Knight of Cups is saying that the water itself has a lot of benefits. There's a lot of gifts, a lot of offerings that are present within the ocean. It's something we definitely shouldn't take for granted. And that's what I'm seeing with the Four of Pentacles. It's valuable. Even the energy surrounding water, surrounding the element of water, and even if you believe in water spirits or water deities, there is something of value here that needs to be respected. However, especially with broken heart and with judgment in the Five of Pentacles, there has been blatant disrespect and desecration of the elemental water in general. We're seeing it with pollution. We're seeing it with how we are treating the marine life. And you could say from a spiritual perspective, that's why we're having a lot of flooding. The word that keeps coming to mind is reclaiming. Reclaiming what has been lost, reclaiming what has been stolen. There's something of value here that's been kind of like kept under wraps. It's something that it's not easy to come by. Let's put it that way. This could be minerals. This could be resources within the water. This could be the water itself, but there's something very important here. However, I'm seeing throughout time, there hasn't been respect of this thing. This could be the essence of the water. This could be the water itself. This could be what's within the ocean or within our bodies of water. With that being said, judgment here is all about us as humans not really using our best judgment or not really connecting ourselves with that element. That's why there's a lot of people wanting to heal at this moment, choosing to heal, choosing to connect with that side of themselves, their psychic abilities, all of that. But we live in a society where that's all suppressed. So it's almost like that's a manifestation of how our connection is with the waters. Like, if we're not connecting with ourselves, we're not even connecting with the water itself. And they say water is a portal. The ocean is a portal. This is a portal to the spiritual realm. That's what many cultures around the world believe in. There's a lot of stuff we don't know. And what we are failing to realize is it holds memories. It holds our connection to spirit. It cleanses, but it also destroys if it needs to. And I'm seeing with the Five of Pentacles, this is all about lack. Because of our lack, I'm seeing, because I keep hearing disrespect. The disrespect that has been happening to the ocean, to the land, even connected to the ocean, is all coming from lack. Because we lack either resources, but it goes beyond resources. It's like we lack knowledge, we lack integrity, we lack understanding of how important our connection to the ocean is and how it really feeds not only us, but other ecosystems. We lack the knowledge. I'm hearing ignorant. We've chosen to be ignorant, or, the way things have been progressing, we were forced to be ignorant. And now what we're seeing manifesting is a reclaiming. Is there anger? Yes. But first, I want to point out that anger is coming from pain. This is just what I'm channeling. And this King of Cups could literally be the spirit of the ocean or the water spirits in general. Even with Temperance reversed. Wow. Okay. Look at this, guys. King of Cups, Temperance reversed. There is an imbalance here. There's an imbalance of dynamics. I'm even seeing imbalance in respect. And then we have Death. You see in the Death card, this is literally showcasing an oil spill. And I did mention pollution. Time and time again, the ocean has been polluted. This is literally showing an oil spill, which, as we know, oil spills cause damage to the ocean and as well as the species here. And we see these mermaids are trying to save it. So there is pain of how we're not taking care of the very thing that's giving life. Water gives life. Even salt water, it gives life in some way. There's pain. But now the pain is manifesting as anger. This is just based on what I'm channeling. Three of Cups, how dare you disrespect us when we have given you life, when we have provided all these resources. We're here to give, but yet we're being disrespected. Now, if you're wondering who we are, this could be the spirits. And Death represents the afterlife as well. So that's just something to point out here. Now, what we're going to start to see is we're going to see the ocean or the water speaking up or making its presence known. That's what I'm seeing with the Page of Wands. It's all about expression, saying what's on your mind, what's in your spirit. This is all about truth. And the Hermit reversed is getting out of your comfort zone or making yourself known. We're going to literally see the ocean or the water really making its presence known, specifically the anger, the blatant disrespect that has been occurring. And this doesn't feel good at all. This could manifest as disasters, natural disasters. I'm seeing, for some reason, I'm seeing a focus on travel. And I believe I saw this in my World's Prediction. The Chariot to me represents travel. The Magician is all about communication. So this could deal with Mercury. Now, Mercury is the planet that rules over communication, travel, and transportation. Currently, as I'm recording this, Mercury is retrograde in the sign of Leo. So I'm seeing issues with travel for some reason. Now, this could be through travel with the ocean. This could be on boats, ships. I would say, guys, if you're planning to go on a cruise or you're planning to be near water, definitely be cautious when it comes to that, because I'm seeing like shipwreckage. Or maybe this could be shipwreckages that are old coming up to the surface, or we're finding those things. But there's like spiritual energy surrounding like wrecks. Emperor reversed. There's issues with power, the usage of power and leadership. Six of Pentacles. Nine of Wands. I keep hearing reclaiming what has been stolen, reclaiming what has been taken away or destroyed. The way power has been utilized by us, humanity, has caused significant damage. The Six of Pentacles, I keep seeing like an agreement or some type of contract. I'm not sure if this is quite literally. Even with the Angel of Balance here. This is all about Libra. Libra rules over the scales. It rules over contracts, what's fair. There has been a breach, I'm hearing. We also have the Happy Family. This is talking about a contract that's meant to bring unity or community, coinciding, bridges. There's the ocean with the beach, and I mentioned that in my dream. There's something here about a promise. Even the rainbow is standing out to me. There's a promise here. The world. You know, everything is connected, guys. And then we have door to spirit. Yeah. Everything is connected. The ocean is connected to us in some way, spiritually, like spiritually speaking. But going back to this contract, we have a responsibility to take care of the earth as we know it. And this includes the water. But I'm seeing that promise or that contract has been broken. And that's why the Nine of Wands is speaking of defense. This volcano is being highlighted to me. I'm also seeing the way the water is going to start really making its presence known is not just with tsunamis or floodings. It's going to also be through shifts with the earth itself. I'm seeing the earth is going through a cleanse. And I did see this. I mentioned this before if you've been following me for quite some time now. Yes, Three of Pentacles reverse. We're not working together. Everything is out of balance. And it's because there's been a breach here. So I'm seeing volcanic eruptions. I'm hearing the Ring of Fire. So I know the Ring of Fire is actually like that area in the Pacific Ocean that's notorious for earthquakes. It's like the fault line, the tectonic plates, earthquakes, volcanic activity, tsunamis. So that's like the west coast of the United States, all the way up to Canada, Alaska, Russia, Japan, China, that area. That's the Ring of Fire. And I want to also mention, when I had that dream about the tsunami and earthquake, a couple of days later, it was announced there was an earthquake in eastern Russia. I hope everybody's okay, by the way. But the entire west coast in the United States was on tsunami alert. So we're going to see more activity happening regarding the fault line itself. Seven of Cups, this is a wake-up call. Three of Swords, and there's the pain. The heartbreak I'm seeing. Yep, look, you see the volcano. You're going to see more volcanic activity happening, guys. I'm not here to fearmonger, but this is just for us to wake up that our earth is literally communicating with us. The ocean, the spirits of the ocean, I'm feeling them. They do exist. They do exist. Yep, they do exist. They're here. And this includes people who were lost at sea, people who unfortunately passed away in the ocean. I don't want to get into that history, but if you know, you know. All of this, we're going to start to see signs. Volcanoes that were dormant, all of a sudden, they're starting to have activity. We're going to feel rumbling. Two of Cups. And this is to communicate, hey, the earth is trying to cleanse. And what we're doing is damage. We're damaging the environment. I'm also seeing with the Two of Cups, there's something about more people feeling connected to the ocean, which I did mention earlier, but people are actually going to receive more downloads, possibly dreams, or even actual sightings. I'm hearing actual sightings or some form of encounter with the animals in the ocean, or this could even be seeing spiritually what's in it, like the essence. The world is reversed. I'm telling you, this is the earth. The earth is literally going through a revamping, and it's going to feel a little bit chaotic. I'm not saying this is like apocalyptic. No, it's not that. But we're seeing signs that the earth is trying to reboot. And this is even connected to the water. Yeah, the full reverse. Because there's been a lot of negligence with how we're taking care of the environment. But this is supposed to be a rebirth or a cleanse, I'm hearing. Okay, let me see what else. Walking away. What else do we need to know? Cornucopia. And then the first chakra, Archangel Michael. Now, what's interesting is this is the root. Archangel Michael, it's crazy. I prayed to him earlier today at my aunt's house, but he is the protector, especially in Christianity. He is the archangel that defeats, the devil and his army. But the root chakra, this is all about our sense of security, our sense of stability. And on Earth, specifically, the root chakra is located in California. And if you know anything about what's been happening in California, especially in 2025, the fires, the protests, and now the earthquakes and possible tsunami alert, like the West Coast, I keep seeing is being highlighted. We need to just start taking care of our planet. Like, honestly, even though this is connected to specifically the ocean, everything is connected. The ocean, the land, the atmosphere, all of it is connected, and it represents part of ourselves. So, and then I just split the deck. We got door to personal healing, happiness. We're being called to really pay attention because, some people say Mother Gaia, like, it's literally communicating with us. If you're really in tap with the earth, and if you're in tap with the ocean and the water, like, you would feel this already. I guess, what do we need to do? What is the advice for us as humans? What is our advice? Like, what advice do we need to hear right now regarding the water? I would say 10 of Wands, releasing of a burden. Release. What do we need to do? What's the advice for us? The Hermit, regarding the ocean. 4 of Pentacles, reverse. 9 of Pentacles. I keep seeing issues with travel or being careful, being overly cautious with travel. The Hermit's all about going into hiding or doing some self-reflection. 4 of Pentacles is like no longer being selfish. 9 of Pentacles, this deals with other energies, other people, things that are separate from us. And the World reverse is a repeating of a cycle, but also the earth itself. We are being called to do some self-reflection even more. Well, I will say collectively. A lot of people have already, but as a collective, we need to really figure out what exactly we're trying to do. And there's something about being cautious near the water. I would not be surprised if we start to hear, the Moon reverse. I would not be surprised if we start to see more strange and supernatural things near or on the water, because I'm seeing a revealing of a secret or revealing of what's been hidden beneath the surface. We're going to see a lot of weird stuff happening near or on the water. Even the animals themselves are going to continue to act pretty strange. And we're supposed to observe. Magician reversed. I'm also getting, if you are connected to the water, definitely meditate. 4 of Cups. I'm seeing like an offering. So I'm not sure if some of y'all are into like giving offerings, maybe your ancestors, something about like, because I did light a blue candle. I have it over there, but I had to move it because I was underneath a vent. But I'm seeing something about paying homage or honoring the sun. There's something about honoring the ocean. I'm not sure if this is like an offering or just praying, showing respect. This could be what that is. Showing respect and acknowledging what has been destroyed. The Judgment. That's what we're there. This is all energetic and spiritual. Like, I'm seeing people meditating on a beach and praying over the water. And that's supposed to help calm and ease. 5 of Pentacles. The sun. I keep seeing the sun. So we just need to be more conscious of how we are interacting with water in general and understand our connection, because it goes deep. So I'm going to pull from my own deck that I made. This is usually for when I'm doing like conspiracy stuff. So we're going to see what else we need to know about the water, about the ocean, spirit guides. I'm telling you, some people, like, if you really feel as though you are connected to the water element, I keep seeing spirit guides that are connected to water, or water is the portal or the bridge between the realms. That's what I'm seeing. So spirit guides are being highlighted here. Like, I'm even getting something about people worshiping deities or showing honor to the spirits of the ocean. That's what I'm seeing. Because lately, and I can say this, on my timeline, I'm starting to notice people are being more upfront with, honoring Yemaya, I believe. I think that's how you say her name. Poseidon, all of that. Now, if that's something you're into, go and do what you need to do. But if you're not into all of that, you don't gotta be. But I'm saying water is an element that connects us to spirit. Beginnings, initiation, destroy. Okay, let me just pull the cards out first and then I'll start channeling. Transfer. The water transfers energy, okay? Or water is the way we're able to transfer information. Physical. Physical is clarifying destroy. So this is tying back to natural disasters I keep seeing. Blessing. Vessel. Yeah, water is a vessel. And mind you, that also means we're also a vessel because majority of our body is made of water. So that's why we are naturally connected to that element. Contract. Didn't I say there was a contract or an agreement? Girl. There was a contract or an agreement artifacts, and maybe this was about to be revealed in the future. There's some type of prophecy. Oh. Poison. Like the water's poisoned, or that's what's being highlighted. That's the issue. There's a poison. Either we poison the water or I don't know, there's a chemical or something this could be like with the oil spills and all that, but okay. Clarify more about this moon. That's interesting because in the dream, I was also hearing like random phrases. So for example, yes, I was hearing desecration. I also heard the word Luna or the name Luna. Luna is moon in Spanish. The moon is connected to the water. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Atmosphere. The water and the atmosphere. So this is talking about storms developing on the water, and that connects back to my dream. Yeah. Medicine. We're supposed to heal. Something is in the atmosphere as well, like what we're putting up in the clouds. So this could be pollution, this could be smoke, gas. All of that is not only impacting the weather or impacting the air quality, it's also impacting the ocean. It's interesting. Rituals. What else do we need to know? Time. Akashic records. Conspiracy. I would say what I'm getting with all this is the beginning. I keep hearing sightings. We're going to see more evidence that the water is sentient in some way. And a lot more people are going to be gravitated to the water because they feel a calling. But that is a calling on an individual level. Because I'm seeing initiation, like some people are being initiated. This is very spiritual, y'all. Expansion. And I said this is Jupiter, and Jupiter's in Cancer. Cancer's a water sign. Cancer is also ruled by the moon. There's something about healing. Healing and fixing. That's part of the contract. That's part of the agreement. So some people are going to be restoring that. And it could be through, yes, rituals. It could be through healing, prayer, offerings, spirit guides, connection to spirit guides. Especially spirit guides that are water-based. That's interesting. I don't know what I'm picking up on, but I don't know. I keep seeing like, you know how the mermaids, listen, I know if you're not into all of this, just click out the video. You probably think I'm going crazy, but like, this is what I'm seeing. Like, I'm trying my best to explain this. Water nymphs, mermaids, sirens, like all of those are the spirits I'm seeing. Plan. History. Frequency. I'm also announcing dolphins. Something about communication frequency. Didn't they say like humans and dolphins could communicate in some way? That was like a study. Monarch. And then we got supernatural beings. Oh, Lord. Guys, then we have seek. So we're going to see, all I'm going to say is we're going to see very supernatural, interesting things happening in the water. There's something about frequencies, like vibration. I keep saying vibration, sound vibration. But anyways, I'm not going to get into all that because I'm just seeing all types of stuff. So anyways, I hope you like this video. I know I did not make any sense. I hope I did, but it's just a lot. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, that's fine. But this is just what I'm seeing. It's very spiritual. Be careful near the water. If you feel very gravitated towards it, just meditate, heal, and really connect to your guides, to God, and get the green light. That's what I got to say about that. But I do see more instances of like storms, volcanic activity, maybe earthquakes, but I'm seeing still more flooding, tsunamis. The Ring of Fire is being highlighted. So think of the west coast of the United States, Mexico, Canada, the west side, and then eastern side of Asia, Russia. That's the Ring of Fire, I believe. So I would say pay attention to that region. If you're a traveler or you live along those regions, be very observant about the shifts because you might even feel the energetic shifts with the earth and with the water itself. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to see y'all later. Let me know your thoughts in the comment sections. If you've been experiencing some weird dreams or you've been seeing some stuff, definitely let me know in the comment section. I would love to read it because, listen, at the end of the day, we in it together. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Bye.